you are on Blind Hog Adventures. The reason being, we changed the name from Iron Sharpens Iron Adventures. It's still that. We still sharpen each other when we go out and stuff like that as Christian men and just as men in general. But, and guys, ladies, whoever. But we have been on a roll since September here in Eastern North Carolina. Me, my father-in-law, my father, different ones that have gone out with us and catching fish. And I'm not being like, it's really been fun. That's not usually the way it works. We don't usually catch tons of fish. But I wanted to show you some things we've done that have, I think, helped. And I'm like usually one of the few guys that fish a popping cork. I know it's elementary, people fish different things. I still fish paddle tails. I still fish mirror lures, MR17s, 27s, 18s, 28s, fish all that stuff. Still fish a lot of paddle tails, different kind of things like that. Got away from the jerk stuff because of the temperatures and stuff, and now it's I guess it is November now. And so we're at the very beginning of November, going into a full moon, I think on the 13th. It's been really hot. And so I wanted to show you, but we've been on a pretty good roll with trout lately. This is mainly a trout thing, okay? And I wanted to show you how to get your setup better on your popping cork. Just something I found that I did because we have a lot of wind on the coast here in Eastern North Carolina. Sometimes we're fishing flats, sometimes it's holes, sometimes the wind's really bad. And so if you're fishing braid or mono or whatever you're fishing, it's hard for the popping cork to make that clack. And so I've got 3 different kinds of popping corks here that I use. And I have now found a way to rig the one I like the best that I've always liked, and it turns them on. So for example, this morning, we probably had 12 boats around us, and I fished popping cork with 18-inch, 20-inch leader with a 3 1/4-inch shrimp underneath it, natural. You can do DOA, you can do, I use a salt strong, it just happens to be the color I like in the profile, but a DOA looks like it. We've done voodoo, it doesn't matter. They've all been pretty close, either a gold or a natural color, and they've ate it up regardless. We always use Procure. If you listen to folks, they may say it works or don't, get it. And the one, the Trout Trophy, works awesome. Then the shrimp behind it. And like this morning, we caught our limit. We caught about 20 fish, but our limit this morning, we caught a 22 1/4, a 22, a 20, a 19, that's 4. We caught 2 18s, 2 16s, so that's the 8 we brought home. And I say within a ½ inch, okay, so on that. And then we caught a 14 1/4 we threw back. We actually culled out. We had him and we threw him out because we caught an 18. And that was all on a mirror lure right now, the time, and the stuff that's working is like a really 808, 17 or 27 as what my father-in-law fishes with religiously, or a Mardi Gras. And then I always fish popping cork, and I'm fishing circles around the mirror lure, boys. Sorry. So let me show you something, okay? Let's check it out. I'm gonna show you the 3 kind of popping corks that I have used, like that kind of stuff, and the one I have gone to. 2 of them, one of them you're gonna hear the name all the time. 4 Horseman corks, okay? This one, 4 Horseman corks. You can see I've used it. Do like it because it's short, tough wire out of the best 3. Does give you the clack, but more when the fish is coming and you got a big one and it's shaking its head. That's when you hear the clack. I know the down south, like really down south guys love them. I just don't, I don't know, they're okay. I just have not been overly impressed, and I've caught way more fish on the other popping corks. The second one that I really like, and I don't have the oval with me because I have literally fished it to the point that the wire don't work. It's done bent all up because we caught such good fish. It's called, actually, it's made by a firefighter, retired firefighter. It's called Red Line Rigs. Homeboy got it right when he went with the tungsten down here, the weight. Really clacks. This is actually a cigar one, but they have an oval one. Like I said, I ordered one of each, and I caught so many fish on I bent it back 3 or 4 times on the wire, and I really like this, but your wire is too soft, dude. I'm sorry, it bends all up with big fish. Lighter fish does great, but I caught a 22 and a 21 back to back, literally 2 throws, 2 big fish, no joke, 2 days ago. And about 9:30 in the morning, really, we could see them feeding, and it bent it over, and the wire was bent, and it's because they were just rolling and coming in. wire's too soft, but really makes a great clack. And what it is of course, you know, popping cork goes through, you pop, pop, and then it goes down, and you got to hear that clack. Well, they added that weight on the bottom, and when it goes over, you hear that clack. And as soon as that clack falls, within a couple seconds, you usually see, boom, and it's gone. This one, the full Horseman, you don't, because it don't have the place so that you hear this way, but you don't hear the clack when it falls. Yeah, that time, but if you're really fishing it and it's wet and it's wind and the line's pulling back, it don't have enough weight, it seems, to want to fall, and you don't have enough room on it to clack. All right, so this is my favorite. You can get them for like $4, Walmart, anywhere, $3.75. I don't know, at fishing stores. I try to support local. Let's say $4. Cajun Thunder, oval. This time of the year, oval. I always fish, of course. I do fish the other big blobbermouths, of course, for drum. And we're still got some drum around. Cajun Thunder, I love them. They got a good clack to them. The wire is middle of the pack. But like I said, I caught it today and it held up. But sometimes with this one, if your line is holding down with your braid or whatever, and you got too long a leader and it's hitting the bottom, it doesn't want to fall. That's the problem with this one. So I want to show you a little trick that I did, and it has worked like a charm and made my best clacking cork, besides the red line that I couldn't use, but this one with the red line, it would work on either. But the red line actually had the tungsten on the bottom too. That's why I love that one on the oval. Man, you improve your wire and you've got like the top of the pack. But Cajun Thunder. So what you do is you take one of these Cajun Thunders and you're gonna take a little tiny split shot. And this is, I say little tiny, this is actually one of the bigger ones, okay? You're gonna take it, open it up. I got my favorite kind of glue here, that Loctite super glue. That stuff, man, if you get it on your fingers, it'll last for weeks. Works on products too. But I literally take and open up my split shot. I dropped it. Open up the split shot, take the super glue, rub it on the inside. Then you take and you crimp that bad boy down, if you can see it, on the bottom of your Cajun Thunder cork. Come in and crimp this all around so it won't hit your line. And then you've got more weight on the bottom, kind of along the line of a red line and different things. But I'm telling you, it don't matter. I use a 2 foot, we're close to an 18-inch 2 foot leader a lot of times, but we're fishing on the flats, and when the wind's picking up hard or it's points and stuff, where it normally would take a long time for it to do, this time, when it pop, it goes. And I'm telling you, you can hear it. You can hear it in the wind, especially if it's calm. So when you pop now, pop, that's what you hear. It's literally, because now you have enough weight that's going to pull it regardless, even while your bait's still falling. So you got that clack that them trout love, and I'm telling you, we have been tearing them up. Boats around us have been wondering what we're doing. Is it the bait? Is it the whatever? I got to be honest. They're coming to this. They're coming to that clack. And yeah, I know it's a minor league thing, and everybody thinks it's, you know, a man can't fish his game and stuff. You'll hear all that mess. Go with what works. Go with what works. Smarter, not harder. You'll see the military thing up there. I was military, and you finally learn smarter, not harder is a really hard concept for people to get. Use what works. Take you a nice size split shot, put some glue on it so it won't slide. Crimp it down on your favorite popping cork, wherever it is. But these things, I'm telling you, working like a charm. So that's my tip. But like I said, let's do a little comparison. This is my first one. This is my Cajun Thunder popping cork with the weight on the bottom. You can see how it bows, okay? Going across, it'll fall, good old clack. That's what they're coming to. It's not the water it's moving. Matter of fact, I can throw it right in the middle of them slicks or on the edge of the bait. Won't scare them at all. Can bring it right up to them, little sploosh sploosh, and when it clacks, you can see the swirl behind it and it'll come hit that shrimp that I'm fishing right now, and they are gone, and we have been tearing them up and catching our limit near about every time with great quality fish, and tons of little ones. Cajun Thunder. All right, let's go back. Cajun Thunder. This is apples for apples. Oh, I got two here. Cajun Thunder. I'm sorry, Full Horseman. Cajun Thunder. But it's gonna fall on that. This one here, That's not much. Like I said, I don't have a dog in the fight on what you use. I'm not sponsored by none of it. I paid good money for all of it. Matter of fact, everything I've got, I paid good money for. So you sponsored boys, you got it good. Us old country boys that are trying to find a fish like a blind hog, even a blind hog finds a fish once in a while. That's where that comes from. We were just joking around because we started catching fish and usually that one us a couple of years ago. But we've gone enough now, we've started kind of getting in the groove. This is a regular Cajun Thunder without the split shot. See the darker red? Pretty good. You add that added weight that gives it a more of a clack on the bottom because your beads on the bottom are hitting that weight. Sorry. Your beads on the bottom are hitting that weight, and you've got the beads above top. So when she turns, so if you want to take that rod tip out of the water, give it a couple pops, that's what you hear. And I'm telling you, get one that hits it and it goes under, you lose it and it comes back up, take your rod tip out of the water. Where that line's out of the water, pop that thing a couple times. Don't even move it 6 inches. Wait and see. Gone. Did it today on a 22-inch, 5 pound, 1 ounce. I almost said 5 pound, 12 ounce. That ain't what it was. That's my whole little demonstration here. And your best buddy here, pair of pliers. But just wanted to pass it along, man. I hope it helps. I say man, whoever's watching. Hope it helps and hope it improves your trout fishing, hope it improves whatever kind of fishing you're doing, and that you have a good time. All right, guys, take care. Thanks for watching. Sorry it drags out. I talk a lot, but I want you to make sure you see what I'm talking about. And appreciate you. Have a good day.